how's it going? Today we're up here at the Dublin, New Hampshire engine show, as you can see. I made the trip up from Long Island in the Dodge here and brought a couple engines, but I figured I'd do a little video to show you guys my display and everything else we got going here this weekend. So it's currently Friday. I got here last night about 7 p.m. or so, and I'm staying through Saturday, so I'll definitely try and walk the show a couple times to get as much footage as I can. But yeah, we'll start here. I got some stuff on the truck, some stuff on the ground, but got the bed of the truck here is my 1921 Briggs Model F, just putting right along. Definitely one of my favorite engines for sure. I love this thing. And then two engines that are recent acquisitions, and I don't know if the videos will be up by the time this video is up or not, so this might be a sneak peek, but my 1923 or 24, I think it's a 24, 2-horse air-cooled United hit-and-miss engine. And that's my 1917 Fairbanks Morse Model Z 3-horse. Two really good runners. The squeaking from that is just the cart squeaking back and forth, not the engine. Then over here I got my Humdinger water pump with the Lawson VA on it. My American Engine Company marine engine, my little iron horse, and a Wisconsin that's for sale if anybody wants. It rained last night and all this stuff got wet, so these two are being a little temperamental. I think they just need to dry out, but luckily the sun came out, so hopefully after they sit for a little bit and dry out, they'll start right up. But yeah, that's my display. Let's go walk the showgrounds. There is all kinds of neat stuff here at this show, so I'm going to do my best to capture as much as I can. I don't know how much I'm going to talk. Some of it I might just kind of walk by and show off, but I'm sure knowing me, I'll throw some comments in here and there. Briggs & Stratton's and a Rio. Continental there. But yeah, like I said, if you guys haven't been, this place is absolutely huge. It's basically the Cool Spring of New England. But yeah, let's see what else we can find. Here we got some antique marine engines, which is pretty neat. What's the tag on that one? It's a really funky spark plug too. It's a big eagle there. How's it going?
Good. It's not wrong, but because I can't make it wrong.
That's because there's people watching it. Here's a twin cylinder. I don't know if this one's got a tag on it. I'm not super well versed in my marine engines.
This was Queen City.
Queen City?
Manchester.
Oh, cool.
Right, if you look at the access point, really? Queen City.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, Queen City. It's kind of neat with the water pump and then the ignition drive up there. I've got two cute little ones here. I think it says Norfolk Motor. Built by, it's really hard to read. Hopefully you guys can make it out. Oop, the tag's on the back of this guy. Northwestern. Pretty neat. It's neat that he's actually trying to run one too, because usually you don't see these running. Pretty neat display. That's a really sick old Ford F100. 4-wheel drive too, so I don't know if that's original or it's been updated, but either way, that's a nice looking truck. A couple old Fordson tractors and whatnot. A couple Model A Fords too. One of these days I'll do a video on my 1930 Model A Roadster. Just keep forgetting to get to it. It's a couple real nice Model A's too, it looks like. More Fordsons. Little David Bradley over there. Big ass case tractor. Wow.
That's what I thought you meant.
This is a 3-cylinder Hill diesel. What looks like some sort of compressor or a pump on the back. This was here for sale last year. I'm wondering if this guy bought it and got it running or not. Kind of looks like it. There's a big stack there, so that'd be kind of neat if he fires that up. Little Fairbanks Z or ZC. Fairbanks Z dish pan. A little Nelson Brothers Satley retagged 4-cycle engine, which is super neat. I want one of these really bad someday. I like the way they look. All the early air-cooled stuff like this is super neat to me, especially with the overhead valves and everything.
He'll go in and buy fully restored trucks.
It's a Plymouth tractor. I've never even heard of that. Cross motor case.
He's giving you a deal.
A couple more Fordsons. Early Panzer and a couple Farmalls, or a Farmall and a Silver King, I should say. Here we got a Maunder pump jack engine. These are pretty neat little engines. This is a Novo. I'm gonna guess 4-horse Novo. Got the Wyco mag option, which is pretty cool. See something interesting over here. There's a Delco light plant. This is the actual 32-volt DC farm generator version of mine. The car batteries and the old gauges and everything is pretty neat. I wonder if that's a 32-volt motor that he's using to run the rope making machine. I don't know the technical term for it, but all these swirl around and you make twine. It's like a 3-horse domestic. I've seen these before, I forget what they are. Neat looking motor though. Some stuff for sale. Looks like an Associated. Oh, wonder gas engine. Huh. 2.5 horse. It's got to be related to Associated or United though, with the mag drive and the setup there with the igniter. Yeah, it is? Okay, I figured it was a retag.
Yeah, well, they were sold, badged by Wonder, sold in cement mixers and stuff like that.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
That engine, actually, my good friend of mine, his grandfather bought that engine brand new.
Oh, wow.
Down in Steventown, New York, and they had it. I'm the first one outside of his family to own it. He used that to mix the cement, pour the foundation, the house he still lives in today.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
Yeah, he's upper 60s, almost 70. He wanted to finally let it go to somebody.
That's neat. I like the stories like that.
I've been after him for years. As soon as I knew he had it, I got after him.
It's too bad you didn't get the rest of the mixer with it.
The mix, I do still have access
Oh, you do?
to the
Okay.
mixer. It's there, but it's been sitting out in the side of a field for 50 years. There's not a lot left to it.
That's too bad. This is a Fairbanks Z dish pan with the battery box on the side. So this was their cheaper farm engine equivalent to the Z. It's got the correct oiler on it too, which is kind of unique. Just a piece of steel. You don't see that often. A big economy. I guess that's a 5-horse economy. For sale. This is a New Way, which is pretty neat because they're air cooled. Another Panzer. Little Massey Harris. And this looks like a Ford Model AA or Double A, as some people call them, pickup. It's a nice truck. Little International M on the back, probably a horse and a half. Could be a 3. And some really neat old chainsaws and cutters and stuff here.
That's one shaft.
Yep.
So whatever it is,
Super cute little hit and miss engine.
had to go from
Not
one
entirely
side
sure
to
what it
the
is,
other.
but it's cool. It's got the...
That's an International Titan Junior.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay. Huh. I was gonna say it looked international, but wow, that's cute. It's kind of neat with the gear drive to the mag on the other side there. Little igniter and everything. It's tiny. Huh. That's definitely not something you see every day. This looks like a little Fairmont railroad speeder engine. They're in these little rail cars that people would take down back and forth on the railroad, and they're 2-strokes, so you could flip them and run them in either way to get forward and reverse. Some other neat stuff in there, and then this is kind of neat. Horse and a half International M and a 3-cylinder Goulds pump. These pumps are sick. I really want to get one at some point. And then a tank-cooled Abenac. Looks like a 6-horse. Super neat engines. Looks like a Model A Doodle Bug. And some sort of homemade grater. Here's another rare one. Super cute little, I think, half-horse New Holland. Look at the tag. Yep, 1/2 horse. I mean, that's my hand for size comparison. Maybe 10-inch wheels. And the neat thing is it really looks like it's on its original cart with battery box and everything there. And if so, that's a hell of a piece. But even if it's a reproduction, they did a damn good job with it. But yeah, super cute little engine. A couple more engines here. This looks like a 7-horse economy. Might be a Sparta economy, I'm not sure. It's definitely an earlier mixer style. Unless it's just a dual fuel one, that could be. Yeah, it might just be a dual fuel. So kerosene or gasoline. 7-horse. And that's a little, that's a Taylor vacuum engine is what that is actually. Used to run milking machines. There's actually 2 sets of pistons in there, and it runs off one and the other one acts as a vacuum pump, and there's a check valve on the other side. And that little tube sticking down there would be your vacuum port. It's a Fuller & Johnson, probably NB or NC. A little Maytag, and I think that's probably a 4 or 5-horse Nelson Bros. And a little Dishpan Fairbanks Z throttler here too. Looks like a little Mogul. Briggs Model A, Model Y, and an economy for sale. And a cool little generator. $20, that's not a half bad price. Looks like a 6-horse International M and some sort of Associated or United. Oh, there it is. Yep, United. I think that says 5-horse or 3-horse. Yeah, 3-horse. There's an upright New A. This is kind of neat. This is a Fuller & Johnson upright pump jack setup. It's either that or it's one of the more rare dedicated farm engines. I'm not entirely sure actually because it's got the belt tensioner and stuff on it. So that might be one of them. It's also pretty neat. I think this is some sort of Nelson Bros engine, but I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, Satley, which is also Nelson Bros 3-horse. Real big water hopper on it. Neat looking. Couple garden tractors. I think that's a Whitty diesel electric plant.
There you go.
Yeah, what we got here? A can crusher? It's an old pump jack setup. I love it. Is it a Whitty diesel electric generator? Nice. Yeah, big Whitty diesel electric. Looks like it's actually running the camper on it too, and that thing's damn near silent. The loudest part's the engine itself. We've got a little early Briggs Model A crank start for sale. I think this is the associated version of my 2-horse United air-cooled. Pretty neat. There's a smaller version of one of these things. Wisconsia? Pep motor, huh? Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Okay, huh? I've seen them, but I always forget what they are. Yeah, I saw it. And then we got 6-horse Mogul, I think. Oh, it's a 4? Okay, wow, big 4. Just putting right along. I think this is a hit and miss Ottawa. Yeah, one of the early hit and miss Ottawas. That's kind of neat. Fairbanks Z. This is neat. This is a Blackstone. It's an English engine. Looks like it was hot bulb ignition. I think these are semi-diesels or oil engines. Neat piece. A couple engines running here. I honestly can't tell what that is from this side. The camper's blocking on the other side, so. And that's a really neat domestic mud pump. Oh, that's a cool tractor. International M, somebody modified to be tank cool and made a little tractor out of it. But yeah, those mud pumps are neat. And this is neat. This is a little model Ericsson hot air engine. We got a couple different sizes of Moguls. It's a 1-horse 1917. That's probably another 4 or 6 actually. This one's a 6. It says 1916. That looks like it's on its original drag skid too, which is neat. This is a 1 3/4 1915 Mogul. A couple real nice pieces. Right, over here we got a couple what look like gearless Olds models.
Exactly right.
As you can see there. Really, really neat. These are owned by Gil, and he's got a YouTube channel. I'm going to put a card to it up here because I forget exactly what it is. What's the name of your channel again?
Red Rider.
Red Rider, that's right.
REDDRRYDD.
Here, you can take a picture here or show it on your cart on your film if you want.
All right.
There's my YouTube channel right there.
There you go. Like I said, I'll put a card up in the corner here just to make it easy for everybody. But yeah, these are really neat. And this is a tiny but super neat model of one of those little Holt engines out of like the early Caterpillar tractors. It's very similar to the Twin City engine that we have at our club. Baby New Holland model.
Yep.
Another gearless Olds. Just
1/3 scale.
Oh, and then there's a monitor too. Wow.
A little ball hopper monitor, Baker monitor.
The amount of machining that goes into making one of these is ridiculous. Especially when they're that tiny. It's pretty wild. That is some super neat stuff.
Thank you very much. Fuel pump.
He's actually going to start this one for us,
I can.
or attempt to.
Now see here, when you
Oh yeah,
got fuel there.
what a funky mixer.
Oh yeah. It's actually a vapor carburetor.
Oh really? Huh. I think you got the wrong wire here. I think it's this guy.
Oh, I see. There's two. I didn't realize I had two red ones.
Yep. There it goes.
It always starts first tug.
It's amazing what a little electricity will do.
Isn't it? Watch this.
Wow. That's impressive for such a small engine too.
Took a long time to get it dialed in like that.
Wow, that's crazy.
There's a lot of very fine adjustments between them.
Yeah, because it's a pendulum
The
governor.
distance, how far out you got the weight. That spring has to be the right strength and it has to be adjusted right. This moves in and out. You can put it, you have to find the right place. Now see, it's not one yet. So, yeah.
Yeah, they got these really neat little star wheels under there.
Yeah,
The governor system on these is wild.
I know. Maybe I can warm it up.
Very neat. That's a super neat piece.
Thank you.
Whole bunch of engines for sale here. Looks like a Briggs Model A, which actually, oh no, that's a custom intake. That's a B. BR6 probably. 2-cylinder Wisconsin. And Briggs Model N on a pump there. It's a De La Valle engine there. Cream separators, that's actually pretty neat. Big ball hopper lister, I think. Yep. Little John Deere. A really early and neat looking 4-cylinder generator there. I like that. That looks like it's Associated made too. 5-horse Whitty and a Galloway. This is an Emerson engine. They're pretty neat. And then this is super cool. This is a Friend VX, just like mine, but it's got the actual pump on it. And he's basically built a display that I would love to build with mine if I ever find a pump. So hopefully that's running later, because that's pretty cool. Real nice Majestic. I don't know what size this is, but it's got to be at least a 6-horse, if not an 8. It's big. Running real nice and slow. Here's something different. And by different, I mean I don't know what it is. It's a 2-cycle. It's got a gearbox on it. So I'm assuming it's a marine engine of sorts?
An inboard.
Huh.
1938. Bendix Aviation Eclipse.
Wow, that's pretty neat. It almost looks like an outboard motor with a gearbox on it.
It is.
Oh, okay.
What they did was they put the power had oil in it. The power had a lot of such a
Wow.
different gearbox.
That's neat. There can't be many of them around. Wow, that's cool. Huh. 16 to 1. Oh wow, even richer. Wow.
It's all big bronze bushings,
Oh, okay.
the bearings in there.
Yeah.
Everything is big gigantic bronze sleeves.
Huh. That's pretty cool.
It's probably, I just got
stuff. Bunch of Lawsons in the front here. That's pretty neat with the cross shaft on it. Yeah, a bunch of Lawson engines. A couple Briggs & Strands of power products and Clintons and stuff too. Lever Star 8s just like mine. It's a cute little mower there too. A couple real mowers, a Jari snow blower actually, which is pretty wild looking. And a couple engines for sale. Here's a really neat engine. No idea what it is, but it's neat. Kind of wild governor on the side there, and looks like dual rocker arms off one shaft, so it's got to be neat. Hopefully that will be running later, because I'd like to see that. A cute little stover. I think it's a model KA if I'm remembering correctly. It's a cute little thing. That's a neat pump jack set up there too. Here's another neat pump jack setup. I actually just picked one up that's just like this, so I'm gonna have to get going at some point. But he's got it belted to a cute little gray engine, which is really nice. And that's an air-cooled Gilson over there, which is also pretty neat. It looks like a headless Fairbanks Z for sale. A couple neat Briggs engines here. We got a nice, really restored Model U. You can tell with the goofy tank on the side. And this is actually pre-Briggs with Smith motor wheel, which is super cool. You don't see those like ever. A couple neat tractors here. This is an Alice Chalmers something. I don't even know what it is, but it's neat looking. The engine and drivetrain in the rear. Kind of wild. And around here we got some really neat looking stuff too. It's a cute little McCormick Deering, and that's a big ass cleat track. That thing is, that's a beast. McCormick Deering on treads. It's also another really mean looking tractor. A regular cleat track. Well, it looks like a fairly early one. It's kind of neat. Case and an Avery. Those you don't see too often either, I don't think. I'm not a tractor guy, so maybe they're more common, but I've never seen one. Here's a little Nelson Bros. Tag Detroit, which is kind of neat. Looks like another new way there too. Cute little engine. Cute little Briggs, I think WM or WI. I forget which one has a spark plug on the top. I'm going to go with WI. A little Fairbanks Morse water pump. It's a tiny pump, but it's cool. A little piston pump. And he's got the correct muffler tube and muffler for it, which is also pretty cool. That looks like an International LA or LB on an old air compressor too. Here's a really cool looking pump jack setup. We have a, I think it's an economy. There. And there's this, which I think is super cool looking. Got the, hand pump, really neat looking pump jack, and it's plumbed with a trough in the bottom. A little copper pail here that it's pouring into. I'm definitely going to take a picture of that and keep that in mind. And this is a really nice New Holland here. Probably a 5-horse. It's either original or nice reproduction car. A little belt pulley set up there and what looks like a corn or feed grinder. Fairbanks Z, probably 6 horse. What looks like some sort of saw rig cart. Running pretty nice. A Maytag washer machine. Maytag 92 under there. It's a neat single wheel tractor there. This is a Stover throttle govern. International M. How's it going? How are you? Good. It's LA, I think. Either LA or LB. I always gonna LA. Okay. The Fairbanks Z salt block engine, as they're known. Model Y Briggs. Another Maytag. Little 2-horse headless Whitty. Those are neat. I like those engines. It's a cute little piston pump. For 20 bucks, that's tempting. I might end up getting myself in trouble. That's a little 2-stroke water pump. I think they were used on fire trucks. A couple Maytags and chainsaws, and that's a little International. Forget if it's I think it's a Tom Thumb. Could be wrong. That's a really neat Nelson Bros too, because I got the earlier version of that. But that one's pretty cool. It would be neat to get that version too and go side by side with the early one I got. That there is a really rare engine. That is a single-cylinder Nash, of which, best I know, there are only 7 of them known to exist. Which is super cool. There's a sweet running engine too. There you go, Steve. If you're watching, this should be your motivation to get yours back together and running. What a sweet running engine. Here's what looks like a leader hit and miss sitting there, and then this is a really nice International famous. I think it's probably a 2-horse. Really smooth running engine. It's nice and quiet too. Well, this is pretty neat. It's a Friend orchard sprayer. I think it's probably a later one because it's got the Stover engine on it. Maybe it's a Friend pump. But this is kind of the same setup that my Friend BX would have been on originally. Kind of neat to see. You don't see the wooden tanks that often. I heard this thing running from across the showground, so I had to get some footage of it. That 3-cylinder Hill diesel. Chugging right along. Looks like they're about to start this 15-horse International Titan. This thing is a monster. It's quiet though.
Yeah.
It's always amazing how quiet the Internationals are for some reason. It is a 15, right?
It is, yeah.
All right. Wow.
It's a 1915.
Oh, 1915 too, huh? 1915, 15 horse. That's a pretty sweet setup. Is that the original cart and everything? Wow. You did good on that one.
Yep.
What is that, like a 5-foot flywheel?
Yeah, 60 inches.
What was it?
60 inches.
Wow. Just a scaled up version of the small ones. Pretty cool stuff. Got some real neat big engines over here. Looks like a 6 or 8 horse Titan there. On the saw rig actually, which is pretty neat. It's I'm gonna guess 5 or 6 horse headless Whitty. Yep, 6 horse. Another International. I think this is a famous though. 10 horse. That's got to be a 4 or 5 horse Whitty. Oh no, it's another 6. Huh. Big Fairbanks ZC. That was running before. It's probably cooling down. That's a 22.5 horse headless Whitty. Wow, that thing's a monster. And that's a 16, which is also a monster, but damn. That's wild. I want to hear this run. This is going to sound crazy with the straight pipe on it. I mean, look at the size of the EK mag. That's something all you engine guys should know the size of compared to the rest of the engine. That's insane. That's a big ass piston too. Jeez. That's really cool. I'll have to ask if they're going to run that or not. Here we got an original Fairbanks Z compressor setup. Probably is used to start big Fairbanks that's running in here. There's actually another Fairbanks compressor setup there. I think this is a air compressor. We got a 2-cylinder Fairbanks Morse here. It's pretty neat. I think that's a Bessemer, which they were running earlier. It's pretty loud. This is super cool. This looks like this English engine, I think. Well, maybe not. Allen Brothers. It's definitely an oil engine, but it's on a really neat generator setup. As you can see there. Real early generator, or maybe even dynamo might be the right term for this. And I got this cool old school light setup. Super neat. Got Ernie here trying to start his 20 horse Fairbanks Z. Another monster of an engine. Not a size you see too often, and it's pretty wild seeing it running at governed speed too. Big screen cooled. Thing sounds mean. Runs nice. Got the seat on the front and everything. Kind of neat cooling system too with the screen cooler, and he's got this little gold pump here rigged up. That little thing's flying around hanging on for dear life. Big clutch pulley on the side too. It's a sweet engine. wild setup. Detroit swap tractor there. Also pretty wild. A couple neat pieces here. Cute little tractor with a, I think it's a Nelson Bros engine on it. I could be wrong about that. I forget what those are exactly. Not a Maytag though. Cushman Cub connected to a little generator. Big battery box, Fairbanks Z. And we have this massive thing. I actually don't know what this is. I'll have to ask Chris, but I can tell you it's a big ass oil filled hit and miss engine. Got another mogul over here, or a wood splitter it looks like. We got a 20 horse Olin in here. See a top tube ignition. You can actually see the flames sticking out of the top of the thing. Here's a neat little graphic. I'll see if I can get it without too much glare. That might be best I can do for you guys. Sorry. Oh, let's see if we can ask Chris what this is actually. What is this thing?
It's a Patton Brothers.
Oh, it's a Patton Bros. Okay.
Yeah, 60 horsepower.
60?
Yeah.
Wow. I knew it was big. I didn't think it was that big.
Yeah, it's 40-ish proportions, but it's a big bore, 17 and a half.
Wow.
17 and a half by 22.
Yeah, it's big. Cool. It's longer. Oh, this is a really neat Avery tractor here too. This thing's really early. It's like a single cylinder, maybe it's an opposed twin. Oh yeah, opposed twin. Wow, that's neat. I like that. See what's going on in some of these buildings. We'll wrap around to the other field over there. The show is pretty big.
How do you think of her?
It's like a blacksmith shop there. So that's new. I don't remember seeing that last time. We got a big cat running this Ingersoll Rand air compressor. There's a big steam engine in here. I guess 2 steam engines. Erie City Ironworks, PA. It's a pretty neat engine. If they have it running later, I'll make sure to get some video of that. Some old trucks and cars and stuff here. It's a cool little Novo set up with a grinding wheel there. Not a ton of stuff in here. It's a cool old bandsaw though. Little Atlantic Marine engine. It looks like a little economy back there behind the door. And this is a 3-horse Novo. Here in the other corner of the field, we got a big, I'm gonna guess a 6 or 8 horse Titan on some sort of grinder cart, which is kind of interesting. Got a another Famous, nice 8 or 10 horse. I think that's a 4-horse Famous. 4-horse Mogul. One on the pump jack setup. Pretty neat with the walking beam there. There's the information on that. So neat setup. On the other side here, we got a New Holland working the wood splitter, which is cool. I'm gonna guess that's a 4 or 5 horse New Holland there. Looks about the same as the one we have at our club. Got a yellow John Deere running the shingle mill. A little train thing they have that goes around the showground, so it's kind of neat. There's a Stover powered buzz saw, or a drag saw I should say. Wonder if they're going to do displays with that later. Those are pretty neat to watch. It's interesting, you don't see the Stover ones as often. I feel like I usually see Ottawa's. Rumley oil pull. Couple big ass economies there. The Twin City Minneapolis Moline tractor. It must have been right around the transition period there. Sorry, I know I'm bouncing back and forth a lot, but that there is a domestic mud pump. Cute little John Deere. I'm gonna guess a 6-horse sandwich. John Deere crawler, and we'll get to that stuff in a second. This is a really early and neat looking engine, but I don't know what it is. But it's cool looking. Actually, I wonder, that's the crank on the outside and the 2 pistons that go up and down in the middle. That's pretty wild. It looks like it's almost, well, it's not ported, but you got valve chambers on either side, it looks like. And make and break ignition too. Wow, that's a really wild looking piece. I'll have to figure out who owns that and learn a little bit more about it for you guys. A couple, like, I don't know, snowmobiles, if that's the right term. A couple neat water pumps. I think that's a small Abenac, which is kind of cool. I don't think I've ever seen one this small. I guess small is relative because it's 3-horse. Oh yeah, small is relative though. That's big for a 3-horse. Another International wood splitter. Here we got a big Abenac. That's a 15. Running a saw blade sharpening machine, which is pretty wild looking. Eugene's cleat track, I think it's a Model F. It's a really cool little crawler. My buddy Tom and Eugene there did a ton of work on this. And they did some crazy engine work. It's pretty wild. It's Eugene's 15-horse Fairbanks Z. Looks like a nice piece. Some sort of Alice Chalmers. It looks really early. I'm assuming this is some of Tom's stuff. We got a steam engine there. A little jumbo engine. Nelson Bros Jumbo. Some sort of, I'm gonna guess, military or generator 2-stroke engine. I have no idea what it is. I'll have to ask Tom about it. There's power hacksaw there. Another one, I don't really know what it is. It looks like a 2-stroke engine of some sort. Headless Widdy, 6-horse. Could be the original cart too, which is kind of neat. And this is Tom's steam engine. He built this completely from scratch. All the stuff was cast at Cattail Foundry, and he did all the machining on it. Him and his friend, who I'm blanking on, I think Mike is the other guy's name. This was their senior capstone project from WPI. It was basically the same thing as my little model auto thing, but obviously much more involved for them, but same project. And it runs. It's a pretty wild piece. It's a 1/5 functional scale of the Putnam steam engines that used to power WPI, which is pretty wild. But yeah, an insane amount of work that went into that, because I'm pretty sure that they basically just had pictures. I don't think they had dimensions or anything. I think they kind of figured it out. But yeah, pretty wild stuff there. A couple big engines for sale here. Not entirely sure what they are. Looks like an international saw rig. This is Michael Malley's Alamo walking beam engine. There's his info. He's a big hit and miss engine dealer. And this thing is just beautiful. Real nice skid, cool old school riveted cooling tank. The engine's painted really nice and runs amazing. These are really, really nice and pretty neat looking engines. Love to own one day if it ever works out. That's a really neat little dynamo setup on there. I've never seen one quite like that before. I guess that would be instead of a battery for the ignition. Yeah, very nice engine. This is Don Honig's Mogul. Forget if it's a 6 or an 8. 8-horse Mogul. Really nice piece. Got a Simplicity there. I think this is Ernie's 3-horse upright. Famous. I've never seen before. It's, probably a 2-horse Famous on a pump jack setup. Oh, that's yours? Oh, nice. That's really cool.
You go in there.
Walking beam design. F.E. Myers pump. Screen cooled international there too. What a neat piece. Looks like a couple moguls and internationals here. Or Famouses, I meant.
I wouldn't mind. I like
Real early and neat looking mag on that one. That's pretty cool. There's 3 different, I'm guessing 2 or 3 horsepower international Famouses, and they all got different ignitions. Got that kind of trip mag. That one's got a really funky gear drive setup on it, which I've never seen before. And then a real early trip mag on that one. Pretty neat display. I could be wrong, but I think that is an upright Maytag lawnmower engine. It's definitely not something you see every day. Got a couple Briggs & Strattons here. The W series, that's a cool bore 2 or 3 horse. Another W series 5S. Model A crank start military. Maytag 72, another 5 or 6S, and then this is Jacobson 2-stroke lawnmower engine. Fuller & Johnson, either NB or NC. Yep, NC. Slightly earlier version of mine. Got the different carbon spoke flywheels, but they're nice engines. It's a cool saw rig set up with a sandwich engine. Once again, something you don't see every day. And this thing is neat. I don't know what it is, but it's cool. It's a geyser. 3-horse. Wow. That's really cool looking. I like that. Side shaft, fly ball governors. low tension ignition. Got the little dynamo thing on the flywheel there too. Cool cooling tank on it too. That's a nice piece. Upright new way. I think it's a 2-horse, or 3 actually. And air-cooled motors. Seymour, Connecticut and Boston, Mass. Interesting. It's a neat looking engine. Got a whole bunch of different engines over here. It looks like a big Associated and smaller Associated, actually just a bunch of Associateds and a Stover. Manured. Huh. And I don't know what that is, honestly. I don't see a tag on it either, so maybe one of you guys can let me know down in the comment. I got a Tank Cooled International. And a Blakesley, a manufacturer I've never even heard of. And that's running this really neat worm drive pump jack setup. Waving the flag back and forth. Looks like a Briggs FH. Little model RI Peel. And another Nelson Bros. Got a economy, probably 2-horse throttle governed. I think that's a Nelson Bros sort. A neat little marine engine. I want to say it's a Detroit marine engine, but they all look kind of similar, so it's hard to tell. So Woody with the extended buzzsaw hopper. We're gonna get some footage of these engines running since they weren't running before when I came by. Real nice Titan. The 6-horse. The one on the saw rig. I think it's a 10-horse Famous. And we got dueling Whitties over here. It's that 16-horse headless here, and then 22 behind it. They got a nice crack to them when they fire. Damn. Such simple engines. Just a block with a bore in it, and one cam gear, rocker arm underneath, and a simple little mixer on the front. Look at the size of that piston going back and forth. That's crazy. That makes your ears ring. Damn. It's an impressive engine right there. Guys, and somehow it's already Saturday late afternoon. Packing up a little bit earlier because we're going to get some really nasty weather here in a bit. So I'm going to head down to WPI and go see some friends and then head home tomorrow. But yeah, all loaded up. I did pretty good. I only bought 2 things that I didn't need. One is this well pump, which I'm going to probably make a new wooden board for, do the rails, the skids real nice, clean up the pump, and then make a, with the longer board, put an early Briggs & Stratton over there. I think that will be pretty neat. Little pump display. But yeah, everything's loaded. A little haphazard because I was in a rush, but don't think anything's going anywhere. But yeah, no, this was an amazing show. I'm so glad I made it up here. Got to see lots of old friends, met some new ones, and overall amazing show. Probably one of the best ones in New England, if I had to guess. So if you live in the New England area, definitely worth going to in the future. But anyways, with that, I'm gonna hit the road, try and beat this weather. So thank you very much for watching. If you like what you see, hit the little like and subscribe buttons. I'd appreciate that. By all means, leave a comment if you have one, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.